Here we have June 2013, question 3. And the question is the price elasticity of supply for most goods is, and we have the usual 4 options to choose from. Okay, option A, 0. Are most goods price elasticity of supply value 0? Let's just remind ourselves what this means. So if we go to our diagram here, a 0 price elasticity of supply is a perfectly inelastic supply curve which is shown by a straight line upwards. Now what is this saying? This is saying that no matter what the changes in price, there will be no change in the quantity supplied. So price can go up, it can go down, but quantity supplied will not respond. It will stay exactly the same. A good that fits this model is a football stadium. There may be a market change in the price of football tickets. A more desirable game may have a higher price on the market, but the quantity supplied will not change. This is because there is a finite set of seats within the stadium. Now obviously long term they could expand the stadium and shift this curve outwards, but for our purposes in the short term here, there will be no change in the quantity supplied regardless of the change in price. Back to the question, do most goods look like this? And of course the answer is no. Most goods do not look like that at all. Most goods can change the quantity supplied relative to a change in price. Okay, next option, between 0 and -1. Okay, so we've dealt with 0, but what does it mean by -1? Now there's 2 ways this curve can shift. It could either go this way, or it could go this way. And each of those could be a potential supply curve. Now we've already said that the one in the middle is perfectly inelastic. So now we just have to think, what does it mean to go this way? And what does it mean to go the other way? Okay, let's deal with this way. This way is represented by a positive number. That is because as price changes, quantity also changes. As price increases, quantity increases. Positive number. This would be represented by a negative number. As price increased, quantity decreased. Negative. Is this negative a viable option? Now let's just look at that supply curve. That is saying that as price increases, quantity supplied decreases. This is clearly not fitting in with what we view as a supply curve. And for our purposes at A-level economics, this can't happen. This way, as price increases, supply also increases, makes more sense within our framework and certainly can happen. So we can discount this one because a movement this way from here to here is not possible. Okay, that means that we can also discount option C because we have another -1 and we know that that can't take place, and that leaves us with the right option, which is D, positive, yes. Most goods will have a supply curve somewhere this side of a perfectly inelastic supply, and that will be a positive number.